Well, I have returned. Been a little busy. There, I was doing a sound check there. Multitasking. But yeah, I've been a little bit busy the past, most of last week and the weekend. So had a big long break in between. Being sick and traveling to pick a friend up. Ended up spending 27 hours in the car total by the time I got back. It was a journey. Yeah, so I hath returned. All the stuff's running like it should. That's running good. I did a sound check. Um, so yeah, I think we're okay. If anybody's watching and notices an issue, please let me know. For anyone watching this after the live recording, if there's a problem, sorry. uh, but anyway, so we are going to go through a Remnant from the Ashes. New story. I haven't played this game in a long time. Until just recently. I played it a bit with a friend, um, and I've been having a lot of fun with it again. Unsurprisingly, it's a game I really enjoyed the first time I played it, and it's been a while. I did technically play it after they updated it. What I'm doing right now, though, is just gonna start fresh. The little bit I've played with a friend over the past couple days, or the end of last week, however you want to look at it, that was we were kind of skipping the story portions just to get into some of the gameplay and stuff. But I'm gonna actually pay attention to the story this time on the stream anyway, and kind of refresh on everything that happened. And then, if this does well and people are liking it, if I'm enjoying playing it, and viewers are enjoying watching it, then we will do a DLC playthrough. Well, one of the DLCs was just part of the normal game. It was a new area, or at least certain things in that area. But the newest one, I don't know exactly when it came out. I think it's been a while, but the newest of updates, content-wise, came out with I think it's called like I can't remember the name of the place, but it's about Subject 2923. There's a lot of lore to this game. I'm no expert in it. Even if I was mentally fresh on everything, I am no expert. So, and then on top of that, it's been a while since I've played. So we're just gonna take it for what it is. So the first thing it had us do, there's technically a tutorial. I'm not creating a brand new character, because I'm actually going to be playing this through on Nightmare. Got a Nightmare playthrough that we're going to play starting from fresh. And I played it through on normal and then on hard, and then that's, Nightmare was the highest difficulty the last time I played regularly. Since then they've come out with a fourth difficulty, Apocalypse. But I had never tried Nightmare. I'd never gone through Nightmare, so we're gonna do that for this playthrough. And who knows, if I do well and want to play the new DLC area, and I'm feeling like a challenge, maybe we'll do that one on Apocalypse. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm concerned. Oh. Hold on, let me scoot my little dude bro over. I just realized on the stream he's kind of in the way of the mods. He's covering almost nothing, but just a little bit of coverage. So let me see if I can fix it. There we go. I gotta put where I'm gonna put my little avatar in the light so that I can see. Jazz over. All right, pretty much all the way over. Covering just a smidgen, but nothing crucial for the viewer. It's info I need to know, but nothing you guys will be hurting to not have. Yeah, so I played the shit out of this game. I'm sure there's people with far more items and far more money. But I was kind of obsessed, and so yeah, we've got all the tools we need for that. I had my audio issue goof on me. Testing. Oh, all right, it didn't screw anything up permanently. It just shit out on me for a second. Takes a hot minute to get all my buff food on. I have a few of them that this one is only 3 minutes, and it's more of like right before the boss fight. Maybe again mid-fight. In fact, I'm going to pin it number 1 because I never use bandages. You know, if I'm bleeding, I just put a blood wart on, or I don't know. Maybe I should pay more attention to it, but I don't. So I already have one because this isn't a brand new character. I already had a Ward 13 key card. But you would pick this up and you use it back in the ward to get a weapon. This is like... I may misspeak. I may say something that's not correct lore-wise. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But if I'm correct, from what I understand of the lore, a man named Ford. He was actually I think the grandpa of the lady in charge at like our little bunker that we start out in. And he left some notes. I actually watched a lore video earlier, not even at the time intending to stream Remnant, but fortunately it actually helped some. So there's some, I have a little more insight than I would have otherwise had. But anyway, so this is just kind of some info. If you want to look at this over closely, feel free to pause and spend more time looking at it. I've been sick. I've got medicine right now in my system, which is helping me feel not so shitty. So while that lasts, I'll be okay. But I don't know if the stream will be the full like 3 hours or so that I usually aim for, or if it'll be shorter because I'm not feeling well. Got some gut issues. Also, I'm just flipping through these just gently. Just giving it enough time so nobody has to be a damn wizard at hitting the pause button if they want to read this. I hate that shit when they put something on screen for like a quarter of a millisecond when you're trying to read shit. I'm not going to read it like right this second or out loud. I'm skimming it to kind of understand what's going on. Pay attention to this last sentence. It's foreshadowing. It's time I spoke to her again anyway. I've avoided her for too long. You get things you've already obtained, like this armor. It just gives you scrap. I wish it still showed like what it was called. Some things it does, like items on the ground, but like that armor, it was the drifter armor, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was the Vega. Oops, I didn't mean to put that on. I don't know. I've got the reskins of everything. So, but yeah, I think it was the drifter stuff. In fact, yeah, it was. But I have the special skins for pretty much every outfit. Yeah. So normally you would go back into Ward 13 once you have the master key out here, the key card rather, and you could end up getting the submachine gun, I believe. It's not really entertaining to watch. There's tutorial videos that would do a far cleaner job of demonstrating it than I would on the stream. So I will leave that to the expertise of my peers. You can look up a YouTube video. But that is what you would normally do on like a fresh playthrough. Want to go back and get that submachine gun. It's pretty powerful. So I may end up switching shit around. I do somewhat frequently. I have kind of settled on this gear set because it works very well in many situations. And this rifle I've never actually used very much until recently, and I like it. I'm not usually like a fan of like crossbows. I don't know. Some people really like them. I've always preferred like a real bow, you know, in games that have both and I can choose. There's no real bows in this game, just crossbows. So they kind of flew under my radar a little bit, but I have a friend who uses a different crossbow that's really good. And then I came across, well, I knew about it, but I decided to try it out. And I like it really well. I like it a lot, rather. All this is very slow-paced right now because I'm not getting shat upon. This is literally like welcome to the game area. So it gets crazy pretty quick though. And I am on the second highest difficulty setting, which it says right in the thing. It doesn't recommend this difficulty setting. for new players, new characters. Even like a veteran player, it doesn't recommend you use a new character on this part. Whoops, I messed that up. And it kind of makes sense. My friend and I went to the highest difficulty setting, the new one, Apocalypse, with brand new characters, and we made it all the way through and persevered and killed Gorefiend. We made it all the way through, like the lead up to Gorefiend, and killed Gorefiend after probably 100 tries. With brand new characters on the hardest difficulty, Apocalypse. We finally did it. And then we were like, okay, all right, yeah, let's crank it back so we can actually, like, you know, play the game sometime this year. And we pulled it back on those new characters, but this established character with a lot of things. Like, I don't have all of the armor sets, but I have a lot. You can see all the different sets of armor I've got, all the different weapons I've got, long arm, long guns, handguns, and amulets, and rings. I got a lot of tools at my disposal, and it's only Nightmare. You know, quotation or with an asterisk rather. The disclaimer is that that's the second highest difficulty setting, but it is, you know, I'm not like a pro at this game, but I'm not brand new. I don't know if you recall from the intro screen, the login screen or whatever, but I have like 120 or something, 20 some odd hours, 120 some odd hours in this game. Just on this character. I've played hardcore characters that get deleted when you die, and I've played survival mode on one of my other characters. I've got 2 other alts that I've played, you know, with friends.
Nothing. Nobody. Just a host.
So
just a host.
I'm definitely not brand new.
Voices. It's the voices.
They told me to shut up.
What
a bitch.
Talking over each other until they speak as one, and then I can't.
One second. I just realized that I've been streaming with just my regular old headset mic, and I use that when I'm just playing with friends, but I usually use my nice boom arm condenser mic for streaming, but I don't feel like messing with it, and in my luck it messed something up with the stream, and I'm already going, and it sounded fine when I did a sound check. The condenser mic is nicer, but it's not as crucial to use the condenser mic instead of the headset mic when going through the filter of NVIDIA Broadcast, which helps clean it up a lot in software. So that, you know, in hindsight, you know, knowing that it did such a good job, NVIDIA Broadcast, I might not have spent the like $40 on the boom arm mic. I mean, I'm glad I have it now that I've got it, but if I had known before I pulled the trigger on making the purchase, I might have waited and either got a more expensive one later down the line, or maybe just, you know, not got one for a while. I don't know.
Help, beyond help. Oh, world's gone to hell. God, the Destroyer, he sees you. He knows what you're doing. They all know. Forget. Yeah, forgot everything. I forget nothing. The Oak is all. The Oak's watching, huh? It's always watching 1,000 eyes and mouths whispering, waiting, whisper, whisper, whisper. No, I found nothing, saw nothing, hear nothing. But whispers. Whispers. You gotta go. Don't wanna. Don't you make me. Don't ask again.
So if you say okay, forget I said it, you can interact with him as a vendor, and he's just got, simple things you could buy the vendor in the ward. He doesn't have any special items. But if you force him into letting you see the mask, you fight him. Oh god, this was maybe a bad choice to be so close to him when I started that. Good hell, that tentacle bitch slapped him. That thing did like 75% of the damage in one hit. Holy crap. I didn't realize they were so powerful. There's a lot of things about this build that I have never used until recently. It flew completely under my radar. So many things. And normally when you kill him, you get the mask he's wearing. Like, kill him and take it. But I already have it. So it just gave me scrap. But, yeah, so we're learning the impressive things that this build can do together. Because, like I said, I had never used it before. Like this build, specifically, most of the things in it, like I almost never use this handgun. I had never used this ricochet rifle other than to test it when I first fired it. I only recently got this armor. It's kind of a process to get, but I worked on getting that. It's not too bad. It took a few hours, but you could probably do it quicker if you were better at the game than I am, or maybe you could theoretically get it on the lowest difficulty. It's not locked behind a specific difficulty setting. I did it on a harder difficulty for the fun and the challenge of it. And this ability I love. Fucking calling down lightning strikes on his head. Slap him, tentacle, slap him. Oh wow, I was reloading, that tentacle saved my ass. So definitely not these guys. Not with my armor completely leveled up. Like all my weapons and armor and everything are maxed out. They won't one-shot me. They would in weaker armor that didn't have as much armor value. Potentially. But armor that hits harder. But this stuff has pretty decently high armor rating. And he was a mini boss, just a little challenging enemy that you encounter just in the course of gameplay. But like a full boss, especially on this difficulty setting, will probably one-shot me. Maybe not quite one-shot, but oh, bitch. I almost never, until this build, I've never intentionally used a melee weapon when not building the entire build around said melee weapon. So I have to get used to using it more and saving ammo, because on these harder difficulty settings, you'll run out of ammo. Fortunately, I have plenty of boxes of ammo. Alright, one sec, I'm multitasking a little bit. I don't want to forget to move a file that I was waiting to finish downloading, because then it has to Upload on my OneDrive. And it'll take a while, and it's for the stream for next time. Oh god. I guess I should get ammo here, huh? All the enemies respawn when you do this, though. I only killed 2. I only got a re-kill 2. I'll actually, sometimes I'll even intentionally not sit down at those, because you get the checkpoint as soon as you get near enough to it that it activates. These ones are always active, like on the ground, but there's big ones that lay on the ground. As soon as they stand up, you've activated the checkpoint. You don't have to interact with them and reset the enemies. Sometimes it's beneficial not to, so that way when I go back out of this place, if I go through the same area that I just came through, I don't have to re-kill those enemies. The benefit of resetting them on purpose is that you can then kill them for more loot. You know, so there's pros and cons. But I have so much loot. I have thousands of every type of iron that you get. I have 250,000 scrap. I am doing well. I pick it up because I'm a loot whore. That's why I have so much, because I pick it up when I see it, but I don't necessarily intentionally reset enemies just to farm them multiple times. I'll kill them. I'll pick up the stuff on the way through my normal gameplay. But that's where I leave it. Oh yes, and I always forget. Send my little chat welcome messages. I think the bots work without the welcome message activating them, but I'm not certain, so... Oh god, this is gonna be bad if I don't get this out. You start getting overwhelmed by these little bastards quick in these tunnels. And the ricochet rifle and my melee weapon, if I keep if I don't keep forgetting to use it, and that tentacle, all help me stay alive. So you won't really observe in any of these low-level encounters. Oh god damn. I almost spoke too soon. I was about to say you won't really observe me have too much trouble, but these fuckers actually hurt a lot. Like, that tentacle just does outrageous amounts of damage, which is the only reason why he died so quick on Nightmare difficulty. Normally those things are tough to take down, and they hit hard if you are exposed for more than like a second. But you'll see. I am far from the type of person to think even for a moment that I could potentially go through an entire playthrough at this high difficulty and not die. I honestly think that I think personally, for me, I would probably struggle to get through an entire campaign on hardcore without dying on normal difficulty. Let alone hard, let alone Nightmare above it, and certainly not Apocalypse. I'm certain there's somebody who's managed it. This is basically Dark Souls with guns. It's, in fact, often what it was referred to when it first came out. Oops, I didn't mean to fire both of those tentacles. I just sit here and let them protect me. And they heal me when they hit shit too, in case I do take damage. But mainly they just deal a shit ton of damage to anything that would otherwise reach me. They have to go through the tentacles first. I have to fight the tentacle monster. But yeah, so this is definitely just like I'm not a hardcore, super sweaty player. This is just going to be a nice casual playthrough. I mean, you know, I say casual and I'm on the second highest difficulty setting, but relatively speaking. casual. So I'm not trying to rush. I ain't speed running. Oh, see how much damage he did to me from just that moment of looking at me? Whoop. See, I almost died there. Ooh, wee. I'm brand new to this build, almost completely brand new. I've played it a smidge, like I'm semi-familiar with it. And there's actually, this isn't even necessarily like the build. Like there's things you could like try differently. I guess I'll go through real quick on what I have. So this Curse of the Jungle God handgun I have. Launches a projectile which summons a tentacle, which deals 388 damage as shock, stealing 9% of my maximum health per hit, and applies the overloaded effect. What overloaded does, I have the little cheat sheet pulled up here. Overloaded causes an explosive blast shortly after two overloaded entities are within 4 meters of each other. Also causes a smaller blast when an overloaded entity suffers shock damage. So, you know, shooting the gun. Or using the mod on this, or hitting them with this spear. And this just, my melee spear. And this crossbow is just a basic one, but it bounces, as you've noticed. And then it's a moddable one. Like this one, I can't detach the mod. See, it says not removable. This one just has that mod. That's just permanently paired to that weapon. This one is interchangeable, and I chose to put the Stormcaller one on it. And so what it does is conjures an electrical storm centered around the caster, which discharges lightning for 207 shock damage to nearby enemies within 35 meters and reduces incoming damage by 50%. So that's a big like damage reduction on top of the damage reduction I'm getting from armor, which it doesn't tell me anywhere. I'm sure I could look it up. And then my armor, it increases total weapon mod damage and refunds 10% of the mod power on use. So it makes it, you know, it's not cheaper. It doesn't make it usable sooner, but you get a little bit more for the next time. Like you're already a little bit ahead on your mod power. But this 3-piece bonus means I do 50% more mod damage, which for basically any shock mod is going to be a lot. Plus this amulet increases shock damage by 15%. Weapon mods that inflict shock damage deal an additional 10. So just basic 15% more, and then pretty much another 10. So essentially 25% more damage on top of this dealing 50% more damage. This disables weak spot because I'm not using precision weapons. Technically you can get precision hits with pretty much any gun. But I'm not focused on that. I'm not sniping. It's not like a bolt action, a sniper, or a precision hunter rifle or anything like that. So it increases the crit chance and crit damage. There's a few that you can use as the other one. I chose this one for simplicity for now. I may refine it later, but it just gives me 12% more ranged and melee damage. So pretty much just all damage, except mod. You know, that doesn't give me more mod damage from that ring. That comes from other sources. But it's kind of a high enough defense, high enough damage, kind of well-rounded build is what I'm going for. I'm personally not great at adapting in large, like I don't make large adjustments to my build usually. It depends. If the boss requires a drastic change of strategy, then yeah, you have to. Which is a challenge for me particularly, because I'm a sucker for just finding something that I like and just getting good with it if I can in pretty much any game. I always forget this damn ricochet rifle is literally in its name. It ricochets, and I sit here trying to single shot little bastards coming after me. And the melee weapon, I mean, it's a spear, but it does some AoE because it applies that shock. And it's not just restricted to only single target.
Oh, not enough room.
It does some AoE. Well, yeah, so I'm just, like I said, this is a casual playthrough for all intents and purposes, despite playing on Nightmare difficulty. I ain't trying to, like, speed run bosses or, go, do flawless boss kills, like damageless boss kills. I leave that to the actual professional. I am not one of those. I play games for the fun that I get out of them. Not for the challenge. That being said, I do find it the challenge of this game enjoyable. And like I said, maybe, depending on how this goes, I may be brave enough to try, once I've completed the campaign on Nightmare, I may go to the DLC area, the Subject 2923. I may do that on Apocalypse. We'll see. Alright, I got a little bit of PTSD against this guy because just this last week, my friend and I beat him on Apocalypse difficulty with brand new characters, and man, it was a chore. Oh, I dodged too soon. Yeah. Oh, he got me. That delayed swing that he's got was a constant source of my death recently. And, despite all the practice we got, I still dodge too early sometimes.
Great. More bad.
Oh, I still dodged too soon. Oh, man. Part of the problem is I shouldn't be fighting him in this first room. I was getting a little bit, lazy with it, and I was like, oh, I can just fight him here. But we found out the hard way that the best place to fight him, for us at least, there may be better strategies. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Is up on, the catwalk area. So, I need to go there. Come on, follow me. We also found out the hard way that he can and often does hit you through walls. Oh shit. Screwed that up. Woo-wee. Come on, bitch nipples. Fast as fuck, boy. Oh god, I spoke too soon. Oh, you bitch. Hell. Should have hotkeyed that, but I knew where it was at least in my inventory. Oh, what? He hit me in the middle of that iframe. I dodged too soon. I'd have made it through that. Not by much room, but I'd have made it through that if I hadn't dodged too early. As helpful as those tentacles are, they're dealing damage is you know, helpful, but the healing portion of them isn't really helping me all that much because once I take a hit from him, I'm hurting bad enough. I need a heart. So an alternate strategy or weapon or whatever you want to say. I guess I don't know which weapon specifically. Maybe I'll do this one. But specifically with this blink token. I always read it as Blink Totem before I, took a look at the actual name of the mod at some point recently, and was like, oh, it's token. But that can help me get out of a pinch, and it deals some damage. He gets tired. Dragging that giant thing around. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, what? Okay. He can hit you in the middle of your blink. I did not know this. And yet another strategy I saw, especially with him getting right up in my face. Maybe a good thing to try, maybe shotguns. And no, let's see. I put this on there, and I'm going back with this. If I can get him the loaded effect and then hit him with the blink shock, I think that'll stagger him. I forgot to charge my mods. That's fun. Come on, bitch nipples. Follow me. Oh, screwed that up.
Damn it!
Oh! I got hit by an exploder and then slapped in the tits with the sword. Alright. Starting off with our mods this time. This might go a little bit better.
Crap!
Oh, you bitch! See, he hit me through that fucking doorway. He was in the other room. Kind of around the corner a little bit. He gets a little bit of a cheat in his mechanic. He can hit you through concrete walls, apparently.
Here they come.
Oh, you little whore. Thinking it doesn't work with the shock-centric build that I have, but one thing that may help me deal with those bulbous cunts that chase you when he tries to go dollar store Super Saiyan is trying to think of a good gun to use it with. Probably this machine pistol, but is a swarm. I may not have it ready again in time. Also, now that I think about it, I'm gonna switch. Instead of this, I'm doing Stormcaller. Those blinks are good. I was hoping they would help me like kind of stagger him, but it doesn't seem like it does shit for staggering him, unfortunately. But I also may swap out, instead of this shock, I may use a different weapon. I've got several combos in mind that may help me with this fight. Oh, you cunt. Alright, well, so far, even if I die, I've got him further this time, I think, than I had before. So we made more progress. Shit, I don't have my stuff ready. Oh, you cunt. I didn't have my swarm ready. I was trying to get it ready. And I was also in a bad spot. One thing I try to do when he's about ready to do that delayed bitch swing he does is be in that hallway and then just back away from him, because then he's just swinging into the air. As long as you're running away straight away from him when he swings, you don't even have to dodge. It's only when you go around a corner and he tries to cut the corner, that's when you gotta worry. Oh shit, got stuck on the wall. Fuck my life. Bayron, what's up? What you doing, baby? How you doing? I am getting my ass kicked in some nightmare difficulty Remnant. Oh, getting my ass beat. I'll show you when to worry. Piss off, you little winkers. Ah, shit. Stop chasing me. I guess he doesn't time out when he goes psycho mode. Aw, that's shitty. I hit the fucking dodge button. It just didn't go off. Ugh. I hate that shit. When I fuck the timing up or when I do something wrong, you know, it's whatever. It's on me. But when I get fucked by the game, god damn, that's infuriating. Makes me want to punch a baby. Not for real. You know, you gotta... That's a given. That's an obvious joke, but in the world we live in, you gotta make that clarification or someone's gonna take you serious. Piss off, you bitch! Oh, what? And the inconsistency with how far away you've got to be from those little cunts when they blow up. That is infuriating as well. Guess what's live? What's live? Are you live? No, you said you're working. What are you doing?
Now
Come on, bitch nipples. Oh, I fucked that timing up. Alright, come on, back into the corridor of death. Mostly my death. Oh, what? Multiplayer Monday! Woohoo! Fuck yeah. I'll have to go and give her a look-see. I think I need to update my link on that video now that it's live. Oh, you bitches! You bitches! Oh, you bitches! Oh! It's always that one little cunt who comes trailing up the stairs. Late to the party, fucking everybody's night up. Son of a... Oh shit. He likes to fuck you up around those corners too. Kind of surprised he didn't get me. Oh yeah, I definitely need to do that. Oh god. I hear those little buzzing bitches. Oh, nice. They triggered from being above me. Oh, new strategy idea. Oh, awareness level unlocked. I did not know that was something you could do. Oh, he was just chilling. He didn't see me. Okay, being between these pillars is a bad idea, because he can hit you through them and I can't hit him through them. It's quite unfair. Oh, God. Oh! Quit your coughing. You can have typhoid later. No typhoid while we're fighting Gorefiend, okay? Alright. Kill him, bees, while I run away. Kill him! Kill him quickly! Kill him now, please! Oh, thank you. Oh. Woo. New level of butthole pucker unlocked. Holy shit, I could hear that sword getting closer and closer. Oh, shit. Alright, Gorefiend on Nightmare. Done. Done, son. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'll have to set the old Multiplayer Monday playlist. I'll do that when I'm done with the stream here. Then you can link to the video and the playlist. Oh, nice. I didn't realize it was a separate thing. It's good to know. Alright, we're going back to the old Wombo combo. Does very well against groups. I mean, the tentacle, being able to bitch slap anything in the vicinity, and my melee weapon, if I ever remember to use it, and the old ricochet rifle bouncing all over the place. I got AoE in the bag, baby, and I got Stormcaller if the shit really hits the fan. Okay. Good old Mudtooth. He's an enjoyable kind of old crazy man.
Stranger. Come in, come in. Old Mudtooth's home is yours. Mi casa e su casa, as my ma used to say. At least I think that's what it means. So, what brings you up here? Come to chat? Come to trade? Well, sure. Just an old mudder living out the end of the world, huh? And this old heliocopter makes a mighty good sniper's nest for any deadwood what come waltzing by. This am I lonely at times. But that makes the occasional visitor all the sweeter. Listen to me talking your ear off already. I got a million stories, but I'm sure you're here for a reason. So, what's your deal? What do you need, friend?
I don't actually need to buy any because I have
Take
plenty.
care, young'un.
And if you
Don't be
sit
a
here
stranger.
and talk to him and let him tell you like 10 stories in a row, it's something crazy like that. Like you listen to the stories, you can skip them. But yeah, it takes like 10 times of being like, no, you're not bugging me. Keep going. I want another story. You keep saying that to him, and eventually he gives you a pocket watch, which is a good trinket in and of itself. It's a necklace. But you also, oh, I guess I should unlock that door while I'm here. But you can use it at a later encounter. You can trade for something in a fight, and then you could always come back in adventure mode and get it again if you choose to trade it. I won't say too much and give away any spoilers for anybody who may not have played this and may be desiring to do so at some point. Bitch slap anything in the vasectomy. Yes, you'll see. These tentacles are very tentacly. Ah, look. It's dollar store gore fiend. Whore fiend. Bitch, please, I just killed your big brother. Hey, don't scare me. And the ricochet rifle helps take care of any little fuckers that try to come up and flank me. Oh, it bounces off the ground? I didn't know that. That's awesome. You know, not every time, but has a chance to. That's cool. Come on, bitch. You're gonna charge up my tentacle monster. Dude, you should do a little proper let's play of this. I might have to. I might. What I gotta do is build up the motivation to basically do a paradigm shift of streaming versus like tailored edited videos. Because so far, my the thing that I'm aiming for more is just streaming. But yeah, I really like your let's play of both Fallout and Scorn and shit. It's some funny fucking shit. I may have to consider something similar. What maybe I could do is like kind of a hybrid. Maybe kind of like our multiplayer Mondays. Maybe I will engage your professional editing services like we had previously discussed, and maybe I'll see if you can like kind of cut down some of my streams into a enjoyable, more bite-sized video. I don't know. I'll have to mull it over. That's not a bad idea, my friend. That's not a bad idea. My only issue is that I change games often enough that I would be worried that I would like really invest a lot into like a Let's Play series and then just need a break to play something else for a while. Whereas with streaming it, you know, it's kind of like I can just go through. I mean, theoretically, I mean, it'll take a while, but theoretically, I could go through the entire story of this game in just a few streams. If I was, you know, good enough, quick enough, all that. You know, if I were to try and do like a stream where I just purely go through the story for the purpose of the video, I would put it all the way down on normal because it would make fights basically trivial. You know, you bitch slap the boss a few times, he gets wrecked, you move on to the next area, the next boss. This particular one, what I'm going for is like a challenge playthrough. I'm on the second highest difficulty. I do have a very well-established character, so it's not as difficult as it would be if I were starting completely fresh on the highest difficulty. I don't know if you were watching the stream when I was mentioning earlier that a friend and I fought that dude, Gorefiend, on one higher difficulty than this one. Apocalypse, the highest difficulty they offer in this game, and we fought him on brand new characters. Took us like 100 fucking tries. We finally beat him. And he's genuinely the hardest boss in the first area, you know, Earth. He's the hardest boss in Earth, in my opinion. We were laughing about the fact that we remember when we first got this game, and we just were playing through on normal because we wanted to do the story. We were fresh to the game. We hadn't even played any like Souls games or Souls-like games. So we were just like brand new, and he was tough as shit, and we're like, man, this is the first boss on the easiest difficulty setting, and he's kicking our ass. Holy shit, welcome to Remnant. And then all the rest of them weren't as bad. So it was funny. So we were happy, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. We were satisfied, is a better way to say it, that we were able to beat him on brand new characters on the hardest difficulty compared to when we did it with brand new characters on the easiest difficulty. We felt accomplished enough that we bumped the rest of the playthrough down to hard just to, get through the boss fights, get through the story, shit like that. But what I'm doing with this established character, and the bosses scale too. I don't think they have double the health when you got 2 teammates. Maybe they do though. But it feels proportionately a little bit easier solo. Like it's a bit more of a challenge. With multiple people. And so I'm hoping that between my character being really established, I'm not on the highest difficulty setting. I'm only on the second highest. And being solo makes him a little bit easier, other than if you die, you just have to start over. Whereas if you die in the multiplayer, there's a chance your teammate could carry you through. Like if you die 1 hit before the boss is dead, you start all the way over. If you die 1 hit before the boss is dead, your teammate's got a chance to fire that last shot. So it makes sense that it's more difficult with the teammates. But yeah, so. But it's actually a pretty cool story, especially the newest expansion that they came out with and what it brings to the table in terms of story. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
All out. And stay down.
Alright, I'm gonna finish using my ricochet. Reflay. Oh shit! I might regret not having. Oh, never mind. He's dead. All right, we're close enough. I'll use a box. I'm a bit of a frugal Scrooge. I have so many boxes of ammo, and I can get free ammo at the crystals if I remember to sit at them, but I don't sit at every one. I'd used to until I learned that you get a checkpoint without sitting down at it. So I didn't sit down at them all after I learned that. Get fucked. I'm really liking this crossbow a lot more than I used to. They did a lot of balance tweaks so most of my playtime, probably 110 of the 120 plus hours on this character were when it first came out. And since then they have made a lot of changes to like balance and other things. Like with weapons and gear and shit like that. Like even videos from a year ago, I've even noticed, like watching a video about something, I'll notice the stats have changed. Good old Sage Stone gives you plus 30% experience. Great for new characters when you're trying to level and get all your trait points. Well, I fucked that up. I didn't see them at all. But yeah, so one thing is I either just wasn't paying enough attention or they buffed this, maybe both, since I last tried it when I first got it. But I like this ricochet, it's just a disc throwing crossbow. That's pretty good. Same with this one. I didn't really use these little healing tentacles much. I have another build. I'll probably have to show the build. It's basically my main build. It's what I use most of the time when I've got teammates, because I can just crank the damage. Like, we're talking like 5,000 and 6,000 damage per hit compared to the, 100, 500 to 1,000 or so of what I'm doing with the weapons I have now. But I'm weak as shit. I get one shot even when, like, most of the time in that same situation you wouldn't necessarily get one shot, and or just so close to one shot that I'm basically out of the fight for a moment or two. Wait a minute. Did I go backward? I think I went backward. God damn it, I went backward. Gotta turn around. Turn around. Then I realized that I went the wrong way out of that tunnel and I got turned around. Turn around. Thanks for coming to my concert. Don't worry, I won't quit my day job. First part is I sat down at that damn crystal thinking I was moving on to the next area and I respawned everything in here. Get him, Ricochet, get him. Oh shit. Oh, you bitch. I was drinking something over here, asshole. Throwing your axe at me, what a bitch. And I missed.
Who's next?
Yeah, see, like 200, 100 white damage, 200 if it crits. I guess I wasn't paying attention to how much damage the ricochet rifle hit for, but let's see, 300 bounces for like 100. That was up to 600, bounced all the way. I think it loses damage every time it bounces. Unless it crits / weak spot shots him like that. Holy shit. But yeah, so anywhere from like 2 to 600 damage. I do like 4, 5, sometimes even 6,000 damage with the other build that I run. But I have very low sustainability. I'm like a glass cannon. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, have some lightning, boys.
And stay down. That's all you got.
Get stabbed. So I literally have already explored everything. I think the one thing I don't have is when I get to Cutthroat Channel, I need to watch out for the Band of Castor. That's the only thing on Earth I still have left unlocked. But those little side tunnel things back there at the top of my minimap, you want to explore those because that's where they hide shit. Anybody playing this either on a new character or hasn't played for a while and never got everything. I have like almost every item in the game. There's a good few that I still don't have, but I would confidently say that I have 75 to 90% of the items in the game, somewhere in that range. I don't need to worry about checking every nook and cranny. I'm actually aware of all the things that I'm missing. I know basically where to look for all of it, so I know which zones I need to scour and which ones I can just kind of beeline through. That's so cool. I didn't realize it could bounce off the ground. I mean, it makes sense logically, but I didn't realize that, functionally speaking, like right here, I'll show you. In these little corners, these little side rooms, shit's on the ground back here sometimes. Some items can spawn in a huge variety of places. A lot of items in the game can just spawn in a lot of places, and so you always want to check nooks and crannies. Like back there, that whole little area on the mini-map. Definitely want to check that. Oops, I did it again. Well, have some lightning, boys.
That's all you got.
I am the thunder. Thunder, lightning, rain down on your face. Also, it took me about 4.5 dozen playthroughs to realize that they hide in the ceilings and these subways. I was always like, where are they coming from? I just walked from there. They're spawning behind me? No, they're above you. Look up. Earth is my favorite. So what's cool, Baron, you may appreciate this, but the setting of this game is also in like the 1950s and like 60s. So it's kind of like one of those like post-apocalyptic retro future type of styles similar to Fallout, where it's like an alternate reality that, you know, began back in that time period. The ward that like you start in is Ward 13, and I don't even know exactly how many wards there were. Oh god, it's a big boy. Alright, you have some lightning. Let me use it on purpose on you. Come on, lightning. And I missed. Oh, wow. He one-shot me. I didn't... If I was low on health, I did not realize it. I didn't think he could one-shot me. Well, that was cute. Oh, it's probably because my buffs fell off. Alright, gotta rebuff. I wish there was like a way to just do them all at once. It'd be far more convenient. Also, I forgot to use my one buff that's good for bosses. This one. This one only lasts 3 minutes, but it's good on boss fights, and I failed to use it when fighting Horfist.
Okay, this is it.
But anyway, yeah, the wards are basically bunkers. They just called them wards instead. It's got some Stranger Things vibes to it as well, which is really cool.
And stay down.
Yeah, no, I guess I misspoke. I know what you're saying about Fallout. It's basically as though instead of no nuclear holocaust happened like in real life, it's what happened instead. Like, a nuclear holocaust did happen, and it's like what happened, as a result of that. But still, like, the concept of, like, they got, like, fancy shit. Like, it's an alternate reality because they have hovering, hovering robots and advanced technology compared to what real life 60s had. So it's kind of cool. This is similar in a lot of ways. Oh, I'm out.
Hell yeah! Oh, it's over.
Guess that bow bitch was the boss instead of the sword boy that wrecked me last time. Ah, what are you doing up there? Let me help you down. Say hello to my little spear. Okay, it's a really big spear. It's like almost as tall as I am. The lore of this game is pretty cool though. Like I was saying earlier, I watched a little bit of I say a little bit, it was like a 45 or 50-minute video. And it was like just the most basic overview of the main story. It wasn't even like any of the side stuff, and it wasn't super in depth into all the main story considerations. It was a really good video though, because it was thorough and informative, but like, you know, not like a 6-hour epic. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see I guess it makes sense when there's holes in the ceiling. You can see up through and see the giant trees. When I get back outside, I actually got to point some out. Speaking of giant trees, it's something my friend and I found out recently when we were playing. Ah, we meet again! Oops, wrong button. Get lightning! Good folks.
Oh, it's over.
Turn around. The game's atmosphere is far more, not quite horror or like, you know, yeah, not quite horror, but it's like, it's very like suspense, thriller, like there's a lot of tension when you're playing alone. Like, but anyway, so obviously like not just like vines and shit, but trees specifically are like growing up through buildings and shit. I don't have a good sight line here of some of the bigger trees that are close, but if you look clear off in the distance, taller than skyscrapers like multiple times over are giant trees. Like not even necessarily like super thick, they're just exceptionally tall. They ain't particularly thick boys, but they's tall boys. I was hoping it would bounce around to all the benches, but it did not. So I won't spoil anything, but for anybody who, like myself, didn't know until a couple hours ago when I watched the lore video, because if it says it in the game, I missed it. I assume it does somewhere, because somebody knew about it. But there's something particular, there's something unique about this lady.
Seeks the roots counsel. Closer, child. It's you, the one who washed ashore. We see all things. We are the Root Mother, a vessel of wisdom through which the Root speaks. What is it you seek?
Searching for four.
Founder, consumed by desperation and pride, now gone beyond this world, an unwitting harbinger of... Could it be? Has the hour come? Yes. Clearer it becomes. You seek to end the root, but the path is hidden. This vessel knows the road you seek. Help we must, but not where ears can hear. They will come for us when bonds we break. Will you protect? Will you trust? Prepare yourself. They are coming.
Coming. Sounds kinky. So this sends a lot of enemies at you when you're in a group. I wonder if it sends as many in single player, and if they're just like weaker, or if it sends fewer. And it always starts off a bit slow, just a few here and there, but it gets spicy. Fortunately, the ricochet rifle staggers him a bit. Did you stop shooting the root mother? I'm gonna fail because they're hitting her. Oh, I remember this being a tough fight solo because they don't. Some go for you, but most don't. Which it would honestly be easier because you could kind of kite them around and fuck around with them.
Prepare. They weaken.
Trying to body block for her, but it's kind of hard. Ah. All right. I have an idea of what to try instead. Because this combo ain't cutting it. It's just not going to be able to. Well, no, let's see. Maybe instead of that one. Yeah, let's try... I would then also want to change instead of this one, because that disables weak spot. So you don't want to use precision weapons because you lose a lot of what makes them great. Instead of that, I will use powering loop. And then on this, we will set up some turrets. Because fuck those archers. Yep. Going YOLO. Going for the sniper. Come on. Alright. Hitting F apparently. Oh, there it goes. Fuck. Took it long enough. We'll see. I mean, it comes down a lot of times to being able to keep your mods charged up quickly enough. Like when you're doing what I'm doing, where I'm kind of trying to rely on my mods to help me out a little bit. And they dodge. These tree fuckers will they have like an uncanny like dodge. They'll dodge, like the game tells them to dodge when you pull the trigger. Like it's a gameplay mechanic. It's not a realistic thing, unfortunately.
Fight on. They
Fight me, asshole. God, I hate this when they do this shit. They'll just go right for the root mother. It doesn't always happen that way. It was a programming fail on the developer's part. It was a very bad gameplay decision to have it randomly decide to sometimes go after you and other times go after her. But maybe what we will try, I was gonna show you guys this later, but it's not like I was saving it or anything, but it seems like it may work well timing wise to show you now this other build that I run with when the game gets cunty like it's doing. Either Corrosive Aura or Mantle of Thorns. I'll go Corrosive Aura. Let's see. What's the other one? Immunity. There's a couple of variations of this build, so we're gonna try having to switch things up, I'm sure, unless I get lucky and this works. First attempt after switching. So these two things will bleed. This gives me direct lifesteal. Actually, I think, if I remember right, when you're going specifically bleed to heal you in the form of this ring, this bleeding jungle god thing might actually be better. Alright, we'll try. There's a few different variations of this build, so if this doesn't work, we'll switch shit up. That's kind of the point of the higher difficulty settings in this game. Is normal's easy enough that you can kind of just face roll, like it's easier with the right stuff, basically trivial, you know, with the correct things. But when you start out, you don't have those things, and so you know, it's obviously meant to be easy to do with basically anything. But the higher difficulties require you basically every boss fight to switch shit up. There's a little bit of variance to that statement. It's accuracy in the form of, you know, some builds really just are powerful enough to handle most situations. And I think when I get it down right, that build I've been using is one of those. But I'm hoping to just stay close enough that they just aggro right onto me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, this isn't working. I mean, it's working to keep shit from hitting the root mother, but as far as me living through what they're doing, not so much.
The bonds begin to slip. Don't falter. Almost free, and they are desperate. Beware.
Oh, god damn it. It wouldn't fucking use my fucking heal. I was spamming the button. God. This game hasn't been actively developed for a couple years, which it only shows in... I mean, you know, they patch it every once in a while, but like they haven't come out with any new content. And that's when they really take a look at the game, is when they're looking at it for new content. But it shows in the form of shit like that, where sometimes mechanics don't work the way they're supposed to. There's a lot of times where I'm in the middle of my dodge roll, which gives invincibility frames, and I'll get killed by certain things. Oh, I don't know why I charged without switching shit. I'm gonna have to charge again. But yeah, it's like you're you know, mechanics that should work a certain way don't, and it's very frustrating. What was the other one? I think this one, that'll actually help with them trying to focus more on me anyway. Let's see. Oh wait, no, fuck, I had it right. I had it right the first time. But yeah, so I didn't. What? Why did it do that? I didn't end up switching mods, so I don't have to recharge at the stone. I had to drink my water. That's weird. The bleachers came, the pews came back the other times, but not this time.
Don't falter!
Come on, don't be swinging at her, you piece of shit. Fuck. God, I hate that shit. The random fucking changing of who they fucking target pisses me off. God, it's fucking infuriating. Target me, you saucy cunts.
Prepare. Fight on! They weaken!
Oh, you fucker.
The bonds begin.
Bite me, you fucking cunt-licking bitch. Oh, this fucking game. Ugh. I wish they were a little bit more actively working on this game. I'll give them leeway because they've announced Remnant 2. They've been working on Remnant 2. But they need to put a little bit more intelligence and a little bit more effort into their programming of some of these fucking mechanics. Because I have a ring on that makes it to where, like, I aggro shit. Like, it's basically like a tank mechanic in the game. And most of the time it works, but sometimes they just fucking ignore it.
Prepare.
Just fucking don't even pay attention to it.
Fight on! They weaken! The bonds begin to slip. Don't. Almost.
God fucking damn it. Fucking horseshit. This goddamn game. Fucking fight me, you filthy cunts. Like, if I didn't have the gear they put in the game that's for that purpose. Like, it's meant to be difficult when you don't have the tools. I have the fucking tools, and I'm using the fucking tools. Make it work the way you should have programmed it properly to work. Oh, that's infuriating to me. It's like I don't get mad at people, you know, this is an example. I don't get mad at people who, you know, don't know better, like ignorance necessarily. I get mad at fuckers who do shit on purpose. And it's kind of in the same vein. It's like if they just like didn't think about it, just didn't put a mechanic in the game to let you aggro shit, and you just had to deal with the lack of it, that's fine. But they put the mechanic in the game. Fucking don't be lazy cunts. Make sure it works the way that it's supposed to. Make sure you did your fucking job with programming it. Oh, it pisses me off. In case you couldn't tell. Wrong button.
The bond begins to slip. Don't falter.
Who's next?
Prepare.
Come on, game, don't fuck me with your shit mechanics. Let's fucking actually do it right, shall we? Now I have to switch to a weapon that staggers these fucking bow cunts. So I just can't stagger them quickly enough. Ugh. These fucking cunts. Change. Well, I'm not sure what staggers them in terms of long gun. Maybe this one. Not the main shot. But definitely I know that one staggers. This one like has a delayed explosion that staggers. I think this one kind of did too. Maybe we'll go back to that one. Because theoretically, if I can utilize... kind of the higher damage shit. And let my weapon stagger / the tentacles heal me. I can try to still body block. Could even just stand right in front of her and let the tentacles... The problem is I have to position them just right, and if there's no enemies in range for them to hit, they're not hitting to then heal me. Alright, let's try that, I suppose. Alright, send a quick text reply. Somebody messaged me. Had a message. Oh, we're getting all sorts of free shit, I guess. Silver lining.
This isn't looking good.
Man, they nerfed this thing's fire rate or something, because I could have swore it used to fire faster. Well, it's plenty hard with precision, at least, so that's good. I might actually have to take off that ring that disables weak spot. Fuck you, bitch.
Fight on. They weaken.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
The bonds begin to slip. Don't falter.
God damn it. Ugh. So close. I just get fucked by a random chance. Nothing feels worse in a game that's very heavy on skill. And I'm far from the most skilled player, but nothing feels worse in a game that is so dependent upon skill and timing and, you know, having, you know, build synergy, like making sure like all your pieces of gear like work together than fucking random chance. Feels bad, man. Thought that guy was dead and I reloaded too early. Switching up a ring, baby. Yep, see right there? See that 5,000 weak spot damage? I mean, it's gotta like crit at the same time half the time that actually happens, but Oops, didn't mean to do that. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, goddammit, I'm out of ammo. This thing is what staggers, though. Oh, you fucking cunt. He ran right past me, too. Oh, this fucking game. Oh, it makes you just want to fucking meet one of them and just punch him right in the face and say, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Fucking putting that garbage in a skill-based game. Oh, fuck you guys. I mean, the randomness that should exist, that has a place in a game like this, is like terrain, you know, like the areas are different. You know, areas, mini bosses that spawn, you know, even the witch bosses spawn on like replays. Shit like that. Like, that's what belongs. Not this fucking random garbage. Like, aggro. Ugh. Running right past me to hit her.
Fight on. They weaken.
Bleeding still won't stop.
The bonds begin to slip. Don't falter.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. God damn it. Check my text real quick, one second. Alright. I'm not sure if something else would maybe work better. That rifle did better than I was even expecting it to, so like, you know, I mean, not even that didn't work too well. Maybe this would help with some of the groups, but it's kind of random on what it ricochets to. In kind of an intense fight like that. One other thing I can think that, may potentially work, but is kind of a one-off, is this particle accelerator. I can pull enemies away from the root mother, at least. I could theoretically pull them into my tentacle mod if I get it, do it right.
Reap.
Here they come.
Helps if I don't miss.
Stay down!
Fight on. They weaken.
Well, that didn't work at all. This thing is not hitting as hard as the other rifle was. The other one's not even really a sniper necessarily. This one is a sniper.
That's all you got!
The bond.
Oh, you piece of shit. Oh my hell, this fucking fight. Inconsistency is fucking infuriating. Fuck, I don't even know. Honestly, this is the closest I ever got with this combo, so I guess we'll go back to trying that. Also, I'm still not sure. I obviously, that one time I got that really high hit that was a weak spot, but the rest of them were kind of like, I don't know, I wonder if just the consistency of a higher crit chance and higher crit damage. I didn't charge it. Fortunately, this charges pretty quick. I'm just gonna stand right in front of her and try to use my tentacles to keep me alive.
Fight on.
Oh, wrong
They
weapon.
weaken.
Yeah, it's not gonna work because fucking didn't switch to the right weapon, and then that damn tentacle doesn't have shit for range. The only other thing I can think to try that might solve the problem of those cunts living so fucking long. I mean, they're low armor. No, I need to not double up in that way. I think I might go with this one. But they... Ah, shit, excuse me. Maybe even this fucking shield for when she's getting beat on. It won't help me against the big guy, but maybe the shield will at least protect her from the ranged shit they throw at her. It doesn't really fucking matter what melee weapon, because I'm not really gonna be using melee. But let's see. So one thing that keeps me from not having to worry about healing is that necklace. So I can use this little pistol. So this has like a delayed explosion. So if I can tag each one of those bitches with that, it should stagger them. And then I can snipe their bitch ass heads off with this sniper. This fight wouldn't be so infuriating if it wasn't so inconsistent. Like sometimes they target me, sometimes they target her. It's like, come on, just pick one. If you're always targeting her, I can figure out strategies around maybe, you know, working around that. But if it's halfway one way half the time and the other way the other times, it's like I can't fucking expect. I can't plan.
Fight on!
Fuck my life. This is definitely a fight where you have a distinct advantage with a teammate. God, does this not let me shoot out of it? Okay, well that never fucking happened before and it didn't fucking make a difference for that sword cunt. Oh my god. This fight is the fucking worst. The inconsistency makes me want to fucking blow my own goddamn brains out. Fuck it, we're gonna just try random shit until something fucking works. Gonna go with this shit because it'll at least give me the highest defense. If I can just absorb as much fucking damage by just standing in front of her. And then I'm gonna have to deal with that big cunt whenever he comes out. Let's see. I honestly think even more than either of these two, I'm still thinking, I'm still leaning toward you know what, this thing hits like a fucking truck and I haven't used it for a while. We're gonna use that. But I'm still leaning toward like turrets and shit. It's only lasts 36 seconds. I have something that lasts longer. I think the dog lasts a minute. Oh, it lasts more than a minute. There's only one of him though. Ah. Maybe we'll try the beetle. I don't think I've ever tried the beetle. And if that doesn't work, maybe I'll try the skull because they can kind of fly around, and whereas the turrets just sit there in one place. These guys don't last very long. There's two of them. I want something that there's two of that lasts a while, and I think the only thing is the skulls. But we'll try the beetles first because I haven't tried them at all yet. Alright, so this thing hits like a truck. Maybe that'll help me when they're up in my face. Send out the beetles to explode their asses. And fuck, why not? Let's go with that'll help keep them on me. Those two rings have something to do with aggro. I can keep him on me with this high armor defensive set. That's 778.1 armor. I can roll because of my necklace. Better than a flop. I don't have much self-healing from like an active self-heal in the form of like my weapon. It has lifesteal, but by itself it's not great. Oh, I thought he was dead. I reloaded. Fuck that up. Oh, I forgot those bounced. Hope that doesn't hurt her.
Fight on. They weaken. The bonds begin to...
Oh, you pieces of shit. Fight me, damn it. Holy fucking shit, it's a goddamn miracle. Holy shit.
Learned much from the root. I will aid you. We will fight it together. First, I must rest. Look there, the wall. There is a path beyond. Find the path. Then seek me out. Our kind. In the place you call the ward. I know the way. We shall meet again.
He literally was just the focus of an assassination attempt, and she's all like, I know the way, I'll make it.
I waited half a century.
Like, bitch, I didn't just go through all that for you to get shanked in an alleyway by a fucking tree. So, in the interest of anyone watching who may not know, you come back here, there's the book on that table you can read if you want. My medicine's wearing off enough that I'm gonna be calling the stream early after I'm done, since we just finished that fight. But this is where you get the sniper rifle. Behind the church here. It's just scrap this time because I already had this sniper rifle, but that is where you obtain this sniper rifle. Now, yeah, so we'll end it on the old church fight. And I'll get to the next little stone spot where I can save, and then pick it up back here again next time I stream some Remnant, and hopefully won't run into bullshit mechanics like fucking random aggro. Oh god, it's just frustrating. That fight is one of the few that's significantly easier with two people, because one person can be flanking and fucking shit up in the back, The other person can be body blocking for the mother, like I was just doing. The job of both. Just stand there and eat shit and try to hit things in the back of the room. Oh, it was a mess. And then the random fucking aggro is a goddamn joke too. Bye. I forgot that with this ring on, it wasn't always a thing, I don't think. Maybe it was, but it triples the awareness range, like from what it is normally, and increases it not to 100%, but by 100%. So it is 200% on top of the original range. So, you know, unless they worded it wrong, or maybe I'm understanding it wrong, but that makes shit aggro onto you when you are like just getting to the stone. It's like no brakes, no safety. It's like welcome to the stone. Get fucked. Oh no. I'm gonna change this back while I'm thinking about it. What was it I was using? Oh yes. The ricochet rifle with the old storm collar. And this charged attacks apply the overloaded effect. Oh, okay. So I need to make sure I use it charged. So I think what happens is when you hit them with shock damage, then you apply the overloaded effect to cause an explosion. And then once they are overloaded, a smaller blast is caused when that overloaded entity suffers shock damage. So you kind of like alternate between overloading them and then shocking them, like just back and forth, fucks them up both directions. But yeah, so I got this set back up for kind of I've really been liking this armor, and other than specific fights like that one, it works pretty well, and there's probably a good chance that in a lot of fights, a lot of boss fights, it'll still work pretty well. But anyway, I'm gonna call the stream here. We're not feeling great from being sick, and having a couple errands to run soon. I need to end it. I usually shoot for 3 hours, but 2.25, 2.33 hours is most of it. So, appreciate anybody hopping in, saying hi. The Bayron, saying hi, and then, you know, anybody watches this afterward. Appreciate you checking out the video. Yeah, I know Baron's got a fancy saying. I always forget what it is, but yeah, you know, the gist of it is likes and subs and shares are the only way that YouTube even knows that anything exists. I think I read something where every second, maybe it's every minute, it might even be every hour, but I honestly think it's every second. But either way, even if it's every minute, let's say it's every minute there's 500 hours of content uploaded to YouTube. Maybe it's 5,000, but let's leave it simple. Let's say every hour there's 500 hours of content uploaded. It would be impossible to watch it all. So the only way that anybody's gonna ever find videos on YouTube is by the algorithm picking out, you know, one over the other. And so if you liked it, a like and a share and a sub and all that would be very much appreciated. It's the only way that it goes anywhere. So appreciate you guys. We will catch you later.